All right. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a fabulous Friday. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. Let's start from the beginning. All right. So by a show of hands, I don't know if you had the opportunity to come on Wednesday's Lunch and Learn with Maria Howard, but she went over mindset. It's very important going into this next year, having the right mindset in your business, because there's going to be a lot of challenges that you're going to have to overcome. But to help you with that and with what goes hand in hand with mindset is having a business plan. Okay, so by show of hands, how many of you have a business plan ready for 2024? Anybody? Cal, good.
I have one.
And so does, that was Catherine, right?
Yes.
Well, I applaud you. And if you don't, no worries. Don't stress out. It's not too late. But we wanted to have this session because it's very, very important to have some sort of business plan. And a business plan pretty much is forecasting what you want to do, how you're going to achieve it, for achieve success in 2024 for your business. Okay. The worst thing you can do is just not have a plan. Think of it like this. Let's just say you're a builder, right? And you buy a parcel of land. What's the first thing you're going to do to build a house? Anybody? Lori?
First thing,
Yeah, what do you need to do to build a house?
Convey the land first.
I'm sorry?
Convey the land.
Well,
Clean off where you're going to build at before you start building.
foundation.
well, in general, you need a plan, right?
Right.
That's what I'm trying to get to is like if you're going to build a two-story house with 5,000 square feet, right? You're going to go to the city to get permits. What are they going to ask you for? Plans.
Building plan. Yeah.
Plans. In pretty much any business that you are in, if you're self-employed and you own your own business, it's crucial to have a business plan. Now, I don't want you to overthink because business plan has a very it's got a name that's like, oh my God. And a lot of people get scared or like, what do you do with a business plan? And don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. I'm going to try to simplify it in simple terms. But we are going to dive into the aspects and fundamentals of a business plan. But in a nutshell, it's just basically a plan for you to be able to execute and build a schedule so that you can achieve your goals to keep you focused. Okay. So I don't want you to get scared with the name business plan or what we're going to go over today. I'm here to help. I've probably done maybe 20 plans, business plans in throughout my lifetime for startups or new businesses. So it's, the first time or second time or third time, it's a little intimidating. But if you keep it in simple terms and know that this is just for you, you don't have to show this to anybody else. You're not going to present it to get funding or anything. It's just for you. Okay. So I hope that helps and it overcomes the fear of planning. But 80% of agents fail because they do not have a plan. Okay. So just think about that. So let's go ahead and get started. This is, I call it Business Planning 101. It's catered for Coldwell Banker George Realtors. Building success in a dynamic market, because that's what we're in, right? We're in a dynamic market. All right. So some keynotes. First of all, hi, how are you? First of all, thank you for joining us today. Your presence here marks the initial stride towards a prosperous year for your business, okay? Just by attending, that shows that you want to learn and you want to adapt to the new dynamic market, and you want to apply that and you want to succeed. So thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. So now let's dive into the strategies to elevate your business even further. Okay, in creating a real estate business, there's no one size fits all approach. I've told you, there's no wrong way to do it. The only wrong way to do it is not to do it at all. Tailor your business plan to align with your unique goals, time commitments, and the tools at your disposal for a successful execution. So that's why I'm trying to tell you that don't overcomplicate things, don't overthink things. If you're part-time, if you have to take care of your family, or you only have this time allocated, or you can't work on Sundays, whatever the case may be, build this business plan with the scheduling to execute your business plan around your schedule, okay? Don't cut yourself short and make it so comfortable to the point where you're not going to be able to achieve your goals, but cater this to what's realistic in your life. Okay, everybody's life is different. If I'm going to tell you, okay, you have to go out and you have to door knock for 4 hours every day, and you have to come back and cold call, you got to work 12 hours a day. Well, you might have family that you have to take care of. You might have kids. That's not going to work for you. So cater this around your lifestyle, around how you are going to be able to achieve it. So if you overshoot it, you're not going to succeed, and you're going to feel bad because you didn't achieve the goals that you set out. Okay. Again, the only mistake in real estate business is not having and following a plan. Ensure success by creating and adhering to a strategic roadmap. In essence, that's what a business plan is. It's a roadmap. When you go to San Francisco, right? What are you going to do? You're going to open Google and you're going to see, okay, so I could take this route, but I might hit traffic, or I can go this route. That's a roadmap. That's pretty much the same thing that you're doing with your business plan. Okay. Let's move on. Again, I spoke about simplifying your real estate business plan. Don't overcomplicate things for yourself. Okay. Keep it simple. It's by far the best approach you could take for a business plan. Okay. Understanding it. Today, we're going to be diving into the art of business planning. And the key is to keep it simple, achievable, realistic, and most importantly, understandable. If you don't understand your business plan, how are you going to utilize the aspects and the fundamentals of your business plan and adapt it into your business? It's impossible. So you have to understand it. Okay. And I hope this is going to help you understand it. Remember, it's for you, nobody else. So avoid overthinking and overcomplicating. Streamlining your strategy for a more focused and successful year ahead. Okay. All right. This is the fun part. The next two slides are I think the best ones. So understanding the basics of a realtor's business plan. Okay, it's the what, the who's, and how's, because pretty much that's what it is who are you going to sell to, and what are you going to sell, and how are you going to sell it? Okay, how are you going to do that? So what are you going to do? I'm going to sell and buy houses, right? And who am I selling to? I'm going to sell it to people that want to buy and sell houses, right? We're trying to simplify this to the bare bones, okay? How will I let them know? Okay, well, I'm going to let them know by using ads, social media, local networking, consistent communication with the sphere of influence, which I'm always trying to urge agents to do, door knocking, cold calling, warm calling, and mail marketing. You don't have to do all of these. Pick your niche. Pick what you enjoy doing, what you do the best, and be the best at it. Okay. If you don't like door knocking, don't do it. But find something that's going to generate leads, keep you in constant communication with your sphere of influence, and attack that. Okay. Put that into your business plan. Put that into your daily agenda, okay? How will I make money? Well, you're going to get commission from each transaction that you close, right? What will I keep in mind? You need to know the local market and your competition. Those are two important factors, okay? You need to be more educated than your client, okay? Even in their own neighborhood, okay? You're going to have to choose the areas that you want to target and you're gonna need to learn those areas, okay? Be the expert, be the go-to person, okay? And you also need to know your competition, what they're doing, how they're doing it, so that you can, one, beat them to that, or be different, be better, value yourself more, okay? So those are two important things, your competition and the market. I mean, if they ask you, what's today's rates? Does anybody know what today's rates are by any chance? You could just speak it out if you wish. There's an app.
I-
I'm sorry, go ahead, Catherine.
I think you said how much are the interest rates now going?
Yeah, because if part of the business planning is knowing the current market, right? So I
Okay.
think the first thing that people will ask you when you're talking to clients or prospects is, oh, what's today's rates? So that's important in our industry. Even though we're not doing loans, we're not in the mortgage industry, the rates affect our business. So that's, I'm just giving you an example of what you should know, okay? Can you guys mute yourself, please? There's an app on your phone that it's called Mortgage News Daily. That's what I choose to use. Today's rates are 6.69 on a conventional and 5.95 on a 15-year, and then FHA is at 6%. But I know that I can get someone in below 6% right now if they wish to pay points and stuff. So those are communication topics that you can have with your sphere of influence, prospects, and even past clients and stuff. But I guess what I'm trying to say is know your market, everything about your market, okay? Expenses, this is very important because a lot of agents end up going back to a full-time job because they just cannot generate business. They cannot generate business because they don't have a plan, okay? But part of the planning is keeping track of your expenses. What are you going to spend on, and keeping track of what you spend on, and if it's even effective. So you constantly have to check the return on investment on your expenses, okay? So like if you're spending on advertising for postcards in certain area, and you're spending a certain amount of money every month, but you haven't gotten any return, well, maybe you should consider changing the area or changing the postcard. So you always constantly have to reevaluate how you're spending your money. It's very important because if you're spending too much, more than what you're earning in commission, then that's a lopsided, upside down business, okay? Making clients happy, be nice, communicate well, and get them a good deal. Remember, you're in the service business, okay? You are going to make commissions off of it, but more, you have to understand that you're in the service business, okay?
This is Rosa. Oye, mamita,
Larry,
chequea que ahí te mandé algo.
can
Te lo
you,
puse en el Skylab.
my
Porque yo sabía que ahí,
apologies,
porque estabas
everybody.
diciendo.
There, let me mute her. My apologies. All right, and then grow a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go back to make your clients happy, the red carpet treatment and follow-up. How many of you have gotten the red carpet treatment at, I don't know, Best Buy or a restaurant, or, you know, when you walk in, they greet you and you walk out satisfied, even though you spent money, right? Well, your clients feel the same way too. Give them the red carpet treatment, and referrals will follow without a doubt. And then grow a little bit, meet new people, and maybe meet new clients and add them to your sphere of influence. For instance, if in your business plan, growing is very important for you, right? Then put in your business plan that you want to add to your sphere of influence one person per day. Whether you meet them in the morning for coffee or at Home Depot or in line at the market or whatever, get their information, put them in your contacts, right? If you do that one person every day, that's your target, right? That's 365 new contacts annually. If you multiply that by 2, you're at 700, over 700. So that perhaps can be one of your target goals for your business plan. So we'll end this slide with, remember, simplicity can be powerful. Focus on the basics and adjust as needed. Here we go. I like this one the most because this is one of the, how would I put it, explanations of a business plan that helped me when I got started. It's a bare bone basics of a business plan. BP stands for a business plan. It's basically 4 aspects, okay? Set your goals for the year. How are you going to achieve those goals? With what tools? And then the last one was, scheduling, which I think the first and the fourth are the most important, okay? Is first setting your goals. Without a goal, you have no direction, no drive, okay? The last one, scheduling, is very, very important. You have to break it down to a monthly agenda and then a weekly schedule and stick by it. So let's go through some examples. Setting your goals 1 year, okay? You could break down a business plan to 6 months if you wish, but I always like to do a business plan for 6 months and then analyze it every quarter. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, to make sure you're focused and you're on target. If you're not on target, you adjust your business plan accordingly, okay? Whether it be up or down. There's no problem with, adjusting your business plan down. Sometimes people overshoot and say, I'm just really not going to get to that goal. And then they bring it down to a more realistic goal. There's no problem with that. That's why I tell you in advance to set realistic goals, okay? Achievable goals, okay? Everybody can say, I'm going to make $1 million, or I'm going to buy a $2 million house, or I'm going to buy a Bentley or whatever. But let's just be realistic, okay? You have to put realistic goals to make them achievable. And that in turn is going to help you build another business plan for the following year, and you gradually build on that, okay? So set your goals. Could be $100,000, could be $50,000, could be $250,000, could be $1 million. This is catered to you. What is your achievable goal where you would be satisfied patting yourself on the back after a 1 year period, okay? Might be a car, might be a house. It might be being the top producer in your office. Whatever your goal is, set it, okay? Put that on paper. Here's my goal. It could be 4 goals, okay? It could be 1 goal, whatever you want to do. From there, how are you going to achieve your goals? Okay, so this is my goal. I'm going to sell 10 houses in 2024. Okay, that's an achievable goal for me. Okay, how am I going to do that? Okay, well, I'm going to door knock. I'm going to cold call. I'm going to try to do open houses every other weekend. And then I'm going to do some farming. I'm going to pick an area and I'm going to farm that for the whole year, because you need to touch people multiple times in order for them to even consider you. The first time you send a postcard or a mailer or whatever, of email, they're probably going to trash it. Second time, they're probably going to do the same. Third, they'll read it. So, I do the same thing. And then after a while, you keep seeing it. It's like, oh, wow, this person's, he's working hard. I keep seeing him popping up everywhere. And that's how you start building clients, okay? And that's where farming really starts developing, and you'll see your return on investment and stuff. They say that you need to touch a person about 12 to 15 times annually to keep in touch with them and to convert a prospect to a client, okay? So, but that's statistics, okay? It might work less for some, more for others. But for this purpose, one example is farming, and we're choosing postcards. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do door knocking, cold calling, open house, farming, postcards, all of them, but these are just examples of what to put into your business plan. What tool, and then finally, the third fundamental is, what tools do I have to help me meet my goals? Okay, so we already know our goal, and we know what you're going to do to achieve those goals. What's going to help you? What tools do you have readily available to you to reach your goals. Do I have the Title app for farming and labels? I know that Nicole has one. Angie has a great one. It's called Ignite RE. So write that down. If you don't have that app, you should get it. Ignite RE. You could get phone numbers. You can get emails. It does have a little cost to it, but I'm talking about like a penny or 3 pennies for a phone number or email. Okay. So it's called Target Farming. As a matter of fact, set your date. Not this coming Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, we're going to be having a class with, this is with Nicole with Fidelity, and it's going to be on target farming, okay? And it's going to go over how to execute and get the best results for target farming, okay? So farming is just one aspect. You still have a sphere of influence that you're going to be in communication to. Your farming is for new prospects, new clients, okay? So what tools? Title apps. Marketing platforms for flyers and postcards. Reminder Media is one. Wise Pelican is another, where you know, there are different platforms for marketing purposes, for mailers, for postcards, okay? So there's the second one. And a CRM. Every agent should have a CRM. It's a client relationship management platform. There's a free one on CBDesk, Moxie Engage. I have that scheduled class for, I think, March. But if anybody wants to learn more about Moxie Engage and take advantage of this free CRM to all the Coldwell Banker agents, let me know, okay? But I will have a class in March. A CRM is a perfect way to keep in touch with all your sphere of influence, okay? It'll take all the heavy lifting away and let technology keep in touch with your sphere of influence, okay? Finally, most important, when will I find a time to do what I need to do to reach my goals? Let me repeat that. When will I find the time to do what I need to do to reach my goals? This is the number one failure for everybody, because you can write down first, second, and third aspects of the bare bone basics of a business plan. But if you don't do the fourth one, it doesn't really matter. It's all just paper. It's all just written down. Execution is key for a successful business, okay? Monthly agendas, weekly schedules, and then block out or blackout time slots, okay? Stick to the plan, okay? If you're gonna say that you're going to door knock from 10 to 12 every day in a specific area that you chose, hold yourself to that. That's accountability, okay? There's accountability partners that you can choose up to. You can create a team or choose a team within your colleagues, your agents here at Coldwell Banker George Realty, and hold yourself accountable. There's there's 2 agents here in our office. I'm not going to name names, but they're religious about door knocking every single day at a certain time. That's probably why they're not here with us today. But their success in 2023 showed the return on investment due to their religious blockout or blackout on their prospecting. I think they just got another listing as well, and that's door knocking. But if you don't like to door knock, by all means, or cold call, but find something that you like to do, that you can do, that doesn't require you to overcome a fear of, or you just don't like bothering people, and then do it religiously, okay? This is a great saying, small things lead to greater things. Every day, if you do the little things, you'll feel accomplished, one, right? Oh my God, I got it done, all right, good. You know, even if you don't like cold calling or door knocking, once you're done, you're like, whew, okay, it's not too bad. I got it done, and it gets easier and easier and easier. Next thing you know it, wow, I accomplished that whole week doing what I set out to do. And let me tell you, that's a great feeling when you do that. And if you do that religiously, I guarantee you, you're going to generate more business than you did the year before. Okay. I have a little note there. Yeah, my notes just to keep it simple. The bare bones basics of a business plan. This is basically what a business plan is. Set your goal. How are you going to do it? What tools are you going to use? And then schedule it. That's basically it. Those are the bare bones. Okay. We're going to continue and dive into it a little bit more. The next slides are going to be the true fundamentals of a business plan. But for those who wish to simplify a business plan, that's basically what it is. You don't have to make it all formal either. You can write it down on a piece of paper and have it handy to you. Visualize it so you can remember every day waking up, okay, this is what I have to do today, okay? I have a pad and paper every day, and I do it hour by hour, okay? What do I have to do at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I start filling up the time slots. There's some blockouts there. There's some free time there, but have a schedule, okay? And stick to it. All right. The key elements. For a realtor, a business plan should address specific elements related to the real estate industry. So this business plan is strictly for real estate, okay? There's different business plans for different businesses, but this one is just for real estate, okay? Excuse me. Here are some key elements to include in a business plan for a realtor. You don't have to do them all. You could do as little as you want or as many as you want. These are just the key elements and fundamentals, okay? Now, again, keep it simple and cater to your specific desires and needs, okay? So you should include an executive summary, a business description, a market analysis, marketing and lead generation, a sales strategy, networking and partnerships, technology and tools, because let's face it, technology isn't going anywhere. So if you're scared of technology, that might be one of the things in your business plan to overcome this year, because you're going to need to adapt, okay? Adaptability is key in our industry. Financial projections, very important. Client relationship management, I can't stress that enough. CRMs, okay? They're your friends, okay? That platform, that technology is your friend. Remember that. Professional development, and then metrics, success metrics, okay? We're gonna go over every element. Remember to customize these elements based on your specific business model, location, and personal strengths. Move this. Regularly review and update your business plan to adapt to changing market conditions and goals. Things can change, you know. We don't have a crystal ball. We don't know how our real estate landscape is gonna look in June, you know, especially for the commercial real estate. You know, there's a lot of looming elements in the commercial. I think there's, I forgot how much, I think it's like 27 billion or if not more, loans due, and we don't know what's going to happen. There might be an enormous amount of REOs in the commercial world and stuff. Rates are still extremely high for commercial and stuff. So you got to always review and adapt to your landscape, okay? Let's move on. Okay, the introduction and evaluation. Before you do anything, before you even put anything on paper, okay, before you set your goals, you need to evaluate the landscape. You need to evaluate where are we and what are we headed into, okay? So evaluate the current market and understand your business plan. Overview of the real estate market and industry in 2024. Okay, so what do we know about 2024? Just for some examples, it's fast-paced, right? Everybody wants to get things done fast, right? If you're not there first, then they're going to choose another realtor, right? So it's very fast-paced. You need to keep up with that. It's competitive. There's a lot of, even though there's been a lot of exodus of agents in the past year due to, you know, the challenges in our industry, it's still very competitive, okay? So don't think you getting a listing appointment means that you're gonna get it. You should have that confidence, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna get it. There is competition, so you always have to assume that there's gonna be 2 or 3 other agents that are gonna be interviewed for that job. It's tech driven, like I explained earlier. Technology is not going anywhere. So try to overcome your fear of technology. I'm not the greatest at it. I always have to ask my daughter, how do you do this? How do you do that? Because they know more than I do. But you have to overcome your fears, and you have to let technology be your friend, because if not, you're going to be left behind, okay? The purpose of your business plan, okay? That's the evaluation. So we just did the evaluation looking into 2024, okay? Now, the purpose of your business plan, why do I need a business plan, right? It's to achieve success and stand out in the evolving landscape of real estate, okay? That's one example of why I need a business plan. The purpose of a business plan could be because I want to buy a house, or because I want a car, or I just want to make a lot of money, right? Whatever. That's the purpose of the business plan. Whatever it's for your goal. The second purpose for a business plan is to stay focused and target driven for optimal efficiency, okay? Is to keep you on target to hit your goals, okay? You have it on paper. You can easily see if you're falling behind, or if you're ahead of it, or you're right on target, okay? That's one of the main reasons and purposes for a business plan. And then ultimately, the business plan is really put there for you and your business to hit your goals. That's pretty much in a nutshell, okay? Now, the first fundamental of a business plan is the executive summary. It seems very intimidating, but it's basically just an outline of your real estate business, including your mission, your vision, and your primary goals. That's it, okay? Everything else that I discussed prior to this is the first aspect of your actual business plan. Before this slide, it was just all mental mindset and preparing, okay? A vision. What's a vision? I want to become the go-to person, the go-to real estate expert in Pasadena. That's my vision. What would someone else's vision be? I want to earn $250,000. I want to be the top producer. Whatever your vision is, I can't tell you your vision. You know what you want to accomplish. That's your vision, okay? Your mission, okay? What is your mission? My mission is to provide exceptional service, build lasting relationships, and exceed client expectations. Why? Because if you do that, and that is your mission, eventually, I know of a handful of real estate agents that do no work whatsoever as far as prospecting. It's all referrals, because their mission, they followed their mission for the past 10, 15, 20 years. Now the business just comes to them naturally and organically. But your mission, you have to have a mission in your business plan. Okay, so you have a vision and then your mission. Your primary goals. I want to earn $250,000. I want to close 20 transactions, and I want to increase my sphere of influence by 25%. We discussed all that, right? So it's pretty elementary. Let's move on. Business description, okay? This is very simple, okay? The services you offer. I'm a residential real estate specialist. I'm a senior. I'm a specialist with the seniors. I'm a first-time home buyer, or I'm a luxury property expert, commercial real estate. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you've been doing commercial for the past 5, 10 years, or 2, or 1. This is what you want to do in 2024. So what services you offer or want to offer, okay? So I want to be a commercial real estate. So this business plan is going to be catered more towards attacking and approaching commercial real estate. That's just an example, but you guys get the idea. The areas you cover to market your services, okay? Don't try to do all of LA County or LA City. Pick the areas that you think that you will do best in, okay, that you know, or that you want to. Perhaps you want to stay local. You don't want to drive all the way to Covina or, you know, San Fernando to Prospect, because that's where all your business, if you're going to focus in there, that's where most of your business is going to come. So pick your areas. Then niches, if you want a niche, okay? You want to do eco-friendly homes and sustainable living. Right now, there's a influx of people that want to buy homes and build ADUs for passive income, right? Maybe that could be your niche, finding underutilized or underdeveloped properties with larger lots that have capabilities of 1 or maybe 2 ADUs, and then you market that to investors or people that are interested in building generational wealth and, you know, passive income. That's just an example. First-time home buyers. If you want to target first-time home buyers, that's your niche. Probate, divorce, or senior citizens, okay? These are just examples. Moving on, market analysis, okay? So analyze, understand, and know your market area, okay? You don't have to know the market analysis for San Francisco or San Diego, but you do need to know the current market analysis for the areas that you are targeting, that you're marketing, that you're saying that you're an expert, that why should your prospects, clients, sellers, and buyers choose you over your competition? Because you're an expert, because you know that area, okay? Current market trends. Highlight the factors affecting real estate industry in 2024. The rates, like I said before, every agent should know what the current rates are. You call your lender in the morning and say, hey, what is FHA at right now? What's conventional at? And then, you know, at least have that. Should the topic be brought up, you should know what the rates are, okay? If they're not, say, oh, you know what, let me find out. I'll call you right back. Contact your lender, okay? Supply and demand. You have to know, right now we have no supply, right? Demand is not the greatest either right now, but I think in 2024, the rates are going to be, God willing, you know, the forecast shows that the rates are going to be dropping at least 3 times in 2024. So I anticipate the rates to be, I want to say about the low 5s for conventional, and I am hoping that FHA can get into the high 4s by Q3 of 2024. Now, a lot of people are saying that I'm too optimistic, but I think that's achievable, okay? Unless something dramatic happens in the world or in the United States, but I think that's where we're headed. Competitor analysis. Okay, this is very important, okay? I know everybody is kind of scared because of, you know, these top producers, and, you know, you're going to be interviewed with the seller at the same time with this other top producer, but you got to show your confidence, okay? If you know your market and you know what you're doing, then there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to go up against your competition. But in order to do that, you need to know their strengths, weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats, okay? The threat is your competition. Just like in sports, in professional, college, whatever, you know, they study that competitor for weeks before they play them. They know the players on those teams. You should do the same, okay? You're not just being interviewed for the job, but you're also going up against competition. What does the competition do that can potentially make you lose that transaction, okay? That's a horrible feeling when you don't get hired for the job. Examples are experience, okay? Experience could be a strength or weakness. Are you experienced? Are you not experienced? Even if you're not experienced, you can show the confidence, okay? Nobody is going to hire you if you don't show confidence in yourself. Trust me, they're going to want someone that's confident because they're going to confide in that person to sell their property or to buy purchase a property, okay? Small shop or no brand name. If you're going up against a competitor that does not have a brand name like Coldwell Banker, that's a strength for you. You can capitalize on that strength, okay? And vice versa, you know, if you're going up against someone that has a brand name, that can also be a weakness or a threat to you, because now you really have to pick up your game because both of you have the brand names, okay? Small shop is a weakness, okay? Brand name recognition. I just mentioned the no name brand, okay? But brand name recognition is your strength. Use it, okay? Use your brokerage, your manager, your ability to network globally, your technology. Show your clients why they should use you and your brand name. The risk mitigation, okay? They don't have to worry as much about getting sued because we cover our agents with all the forms and disclosures that they need. Technology. Again, overcome your fear of technology. Use technology as your friend, okay? Show your clients what you're going to do for them with technology. Finally, confidence. We went over that, okay? Have the confidence, okay? Target audience, okay? Define the ideal client profile based on demographics and preference, okay? Who are you going to target? I'm going to go after sellers only. Then do it. You know, listings is the name of the game, right? Or I'm going to just do buyers. I'm not going to concentrate on sellers because everybody does that. Or seniors, because they're more they're more inclined to sell. Maybe they have a two-story, they need to go one story, so you can target that. You could bring it down to the smallest niche as possible. Or investors. You're going to target investors because you're locating properties that have the ability, they're underutilized, and you could drop ADUs on there, okay? That's the market analysis. Marketing and lead generation. By combining these online and offline strategies, we aim to build a diverse and engaged client base that values our expertise and commitment to exceptional service. I am going to send this out to you guys too, so if you guys want. So, they're taking pictures here. I'll send this out to everybody because otherwise you got to scroll through your phone. Outline your marketing strategies for acquiring clients, including online and offline methods, okay? Online, what does that mean? Online presence and social media marketing, okay? I know everybody, I'm not the best at social media, but we all have to do it. That's the future, you know? Write this down. It's called Page Engage. That's a platform that is very economical. I'm talking about maybe $70 a year, and they'll post for you automatically, okay? It's content directed towards the local market, but it helps out, okay? So if you don't want to do social media yourself, find a platform that will automatically post for you. I have friends in the lending business. They're the same way as I am. They don't have the time to find content and then post it. Are you doing it right? You're doing it wrong. So they hired someone and they post every day for them and stuff. So, but it's important, okay? Your digital resume is very important. Everybody has one. It's just, is it blank or is it elaborate? Or are you being viewed, okay? Because if you are looking for a plumber or anything, you're going to Google them, right? Oh, you Google that. Okay, there. So you want to be present, okay? Because you don't want to be that person that is not present. They're going to go to the next person, okay? Target email campaigns, okay? That's another way to build this into your business plan. Now, by the way, these are just examples. I'm just kind of giving you examples of what you can put into your business plan and then apply it into your business, okay? Zillow, Facebook ads, those are all examples of online ways to market yourself and to generate business. Offline means you're not doing it as a digital presence. Local events and networking, churches and school functions, collaborations with local businesses. These are some examples of what you can put into your business plan and then implement it into your business and then execute it. Discuss how you plan to generate leads and build your client base. And then I have here personalized client outreach. That's basically just saying, touching your sphere of influence or your clients on a personal level, okay? Instead of like an email campaign that goes to everybody, you don't have to do this for everybody because it's going to be time consuming, but it feels good when someone says happy birthday to you or or just reaches out to you. It's like, wow, that's, she was thinking of me and stuff. So the more you can personalize your contacts, your connections with your clients, the better off you are, okay? It's more organic and stuff. All right, market and sales strategy, okay? Really quick, digital presence, same thing. Optimize your visibility and maximize your marketability. Websites, landing pages, social media, and most important, be consistent. Content marketing, okay? Regularly produce valuable content such as blogs, videos, and newsletters, okay? I mean, you could just put one of the most successful postcards out there for your immediate neighborhood is, I don't know if you've seen them, I've seen them around, and they're pretty cool, they're catchy. It says, I'm not only your neighbor, I'm a realtor. I mean, just by sending that once a month for like 2 blocks around your house, you're keeping in touch with them and it's personalized, okay? So content marketing, postcards, magazines, mailers, email, text marketing. Now, you don't have to do all of this. This is a lot to do, but pick and choose which ones you want to do and then evaluate it. Is it working? Is it not working? You know what? I'm going to do mailers now, or I'll do magazines only during the holidays. So you pick and choose. Networking. This is very important because we're in the business of networking, okay? We have to network. We have to meet new clients, new people. So attend industry events, collaborate with local businesses, and foster community connections. How do you do that? School functions, church functions, sporting events, family and friend functions. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit more into it. We're running out of time. Networking and partnerships, okay? How are you going to network and with what partnerships? Establishing relationships with local brokers, mortgage lenders, collaborating with contractors, and home service providers. So caravans, open houses, all of those are perfect examples, okay? If you guys have any questions, I'll answer questions at the very end. I want to get through at least half of this, okay? Technology, we went over this, okay? Tool integration, okay? You have to integrate technology into your business plan, okay? CRM, you have to do that. Let technology do the heavy lifting. It's kind of like a set it and forget it mentality, okay? That, you can just put your sphere of influence in there, their contact, and then it'll just email on your behalf. And it looks like it's a personalized email to them, but everybody's getting the same email. Virtual tours, 3D imaging, enhance your property showcasing. Every seller wants to see how you're going to showcase their property. Show them what you're going to do for them, okay? And then AI-driven insights, okay? Use AI. It's phenomenal. If you use it properly, it'll help you with your verbiage. So use AI as your friend. Financial planning, we went over this a little bit, but it's pretty much budget allocating, breakdown of expenses and marketing, technology and professional development, CRM, what is your budget for all of that, okay? And then you have to pick and choose what you're going to be using. Revenue goals, again, say realistic targets, and then contingency plans. Have some savings in case there's months that you don't have closings or 2 months or whatever. You always have to have a contingency plan. Professional development. This is very important. That's why you're here today, right? Continuous learning. Stay updated on industry trends, regulations, and best practices. I always say free education is great education. Any training, right? Attend classes, meetings, YouTube, Coldwell Banker University. Just take it all in. Absorb what you can and toss whatever that is irrelevant to your business and stuff. Certifications and designations. Keep adding to your designations, as a real estate professional. Then networking, caravans, open houses, board meetings. Get involved, okay? Performance metrics. This is basically KPIs, which is key performance indicators. This is pretty much analyzing your expenses. What are you paying for that you're not getting a return on investment? And you're gonna have to adjust and tweak. If it's working for you, perfect. You found something that works for you and just attack it. Just keep doing it. But if it's not, you have to adapt. Don't just keep throwing money at something that's not working, okay? But you have to also give it time, okay? But adapt and just every quarter, you know, analyze what you're spending on and make sure that, you know, you're getting a return on investment. The next two slides are just extras, okay? This is very important nowadays because you have to give yourself a value proposition, okay? This is not in the business plan. This is just an extra that I threw in there and stuff. What are your unique selling points? What sets you apart from your competition? Maybe it's your negotiating skills, your marketing and networking, or your efficiency and detail, okay? Client benefits. What is your client going to benefit by choosing you? Okay. Professionalism, efficiency. You're going to maximize the return on investment because you're going to try to get the most money for them or get the cheapest house for price. That goes with negotiation skills. Networking capabilities. Minimize the legal risk. Okay. That's one of the great points for coming on board with Coldwell Banker is the, you know, legal mitigation. You know, we look out for our agents and our sellers or buyers, okay? So that's a value proposition. So you always have to know what your value is because you're going to present that to your clients. Another extra is client experience, personalized service, okay? Negotiating strategies aligned with the client goals, okay? Post-transaction assistance. Your job doesn't end when the transaction ends. Go beyond that, okay? Keep in touch with them. Go to their housewarming party and so on and so on. Customized marketing plans for them. Communication plan. How are you going to talk to them? Do they like to text? Do they like to email or phone calls? How often? You know, ask them, how would you like for me to communicate with you? Would you like weekly calls or would you like me to text you? Whatever, you know, they love that. So the more you personalize and get a client experience, the better your business is going to be. Client education, empower clients with marketing insights and knowledge. Let them know what's happening in their neighborhood. If something happens, let them know. Keep in contact with them about if they buy a property today, next year, give them a call. Hey, did you know that your house is valued at this? You know, the median price of homes is this now. You know, let them know. They love that, okay? So conclusion, okay? The summary of key points. Don't start 2024. We already started 2004, but it's not too late. You can literally get the business plan done in a day, less than a day, if you simplify it. Don't start without a business plan. Don't overthink it. Simplify it. Plan it. And then most important, execute it, okay? So, commitment to success and providing exceptional service, okay? So that's basically what I have today. I do have additional slides. It's going to go into vision board, plan of attack, and execution and scheduling. Unfortunately, we ran out of time today, so I'm probably going to schedule a part 2 for business planning. However, in the meantime, I'm going to still send this out to everybody so that they can review it if they want to do their business plan. If you want to set a time with me to get this done, I'm more than happy to do so. We could probably get a rough draft done within like 20-30 minutes, and then you're going to have to go home and put it in paper and you know, schedule it and do all that. But just reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to help you. I also have some examples that I can email as well. But it's pretty much just getting a piece of paper, writing down those key elements as to what your goal is, how you're gonna do it, with what tools, and your scheduling, okay? And it obviously is your time frame. Always use an annual time period, but you can use 3 months, 6 months, or a year. Don't go beyond a year. So I am gonna do a part 2 because I have quite a bit more to go over, which is strategy and stuff like that. But we ran out of time today and I don't wanna go over an hour. But with that, does anybody have any questions regarding business planning?
What's your opinion about the referral companies?
Which referral, like what kind of referral companies? Like leads?
Yeah, for the leads.
Okay, so Lori's asking about leads. Right now, there's not an abundance of leads, and I'm gonna just say how it is. And this is my opinion, okay? There's no statistics behind this. There's only a certain amount of leads, okay? And with the limited amount of inventory and limited amount of buyers, because due to the rates. Now, these leads are gonna start increasing more as more buyers are wanting to buy and more sellers are inclined to sell now that the rates are dropping, and it'll get better and better as long as the rates continue to drop. But in the past year, the leads were very scarce. Now, the lead companies, let's just say there's 10 lead companies, right? The lead companies all get the same leads. There's only a certain amount of buyers, and they're always going to try to survive because they have to sell those leads, and they're going to sell the same leads to the same companies, and then they're going to offer them as exclusive leads to the agents. So to me, just be cautious, because there's a lot of scams out there with leads being exclusive. I don't believe in exclusive leads because they just don't exist anymore. Unless you're like a Zillow premier agent and you have an area where if someone calls on that property, it'll go straight to your phone. That's the exclusive lead, but those are expensive. So I'm not saying leads are bad, but there's a lot of companies out there that advertise exclusivity to the agent, and that's just not the fact. Yeah. But you can try them, you know. Just because some other agents got that lead, they probably didn't do the job. You know, if they're still in the market to buy or sell, you know, they probably didn't get the service that they deserve, you know.
How do you differentiate the leads that come into your text, whether it's scam or legit? If you have one of those.
The leads on the text leads?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I get them too. She asked if about the text leads. Are they real? Are they not real? I don't know. But you know, it's just everybody knows a realtor or two. So why would they text someone out of the blue to say, I want to buy or I want to sell? But you know, all it is a phone call, right? You know, and you know, you have to just do your due diligence and make sure it's not a scam. So yeah, there's a lot of scams out there, unfortunately.
If you do these postcards and then they do call, it's like, how do you know if they're legit or not?
Well, the postcards you're mailing to an address, you know, and you can put QR codes on that postcard where they scan the QR code, and then it'll say, like, if they want to know the value of the home, they'll scan the QR code and it'll capture their information and it'll send it to you. I think that's 5 or 10 cents extra on each postcard. You know, if you guys are interested in postcards, Wise Pelican is the best platform out there. There's no minimum. So you can literally send one postcard if you wanted to. Most postcard companies are like, I think 250 or 500 minimum. But if you want to do just your block, you know, there's 20 people on your block and you want to do it every month, once a month, then you send 20. I think it's like $1. It's $1 per postcard. I think it's $1.04. It might have went up a little bit, like 5 cents or something like that. But that includes the artwork and mailing it for you with the postage. So postage alone, I think is like 56 cents now or something like that, right? 59, almost 60 cents. So you're really only paying 40 cents for the paper, the print and everything for them to do everything for you. It's called Wise, W-I-S-E, Pelican, P-E like the bird, Pelican, Wise Pelican. It's free for the account. Last I checked, and then you just generate your artwork. They have a great platform for generating artwork. They brand it to you, and then you just order them, and you can actually do a campaign to set it every month, or you can switch it up, you know. Let me check the chat real quick. Diana, you got 6.52, 30-year fix. I don't know where you got that rate from, but if you can get it, 6.25, 6.75, yeah, great. So you guys know. All right, any questions on Zoom? All right, well, I truly hope that you guys got value of today's training. At the very least, get a small business plan put together for you with just a bare bones. And then what I like to do is, you know how if you're into fitness, you'll put a picture of someone that has what the physique that you want and stuff. So it kind of motivates you. So if you have a business plan, whatever vision board you've created, whatever your motivation is, like a house or dollars or whatever, carry that with you, put it in your car or in your bathroom somewhere. So that way, the most frequent places you go to, or like when you're driving, you can see your motivation, and it reminds you of why you work so hard every day and to achieve those goals and stuff. So your large vision board, and then get a smaller little version of it, of the key elements of your goals. That way it's constantly reminding you of why you're working so hard to achieve which goal and stuff. All right, folks, I'm going to do a part 2 for the rest of this slide, but if anybody needs help with business plan, please don't reach out. Don't hesitate, okay? All right, guys. Have a nice weekend.